This week on Tech Tip Tuesday, we're going to be talking about road noise, more specifically from your wheel bearings. Take a listen to this as we speed up. Hear that gravelly noise that gets louder and louder, almost to the point where you need to scream to talk over each other? That's a bad wheel bearing.
Now, the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the car for a test drive, and we're going to do a little bit of maneuvering with the car. Now, when you're entering a highway, so you're taking that long right sweeping turn, you will notice that this typically causes the car to tilt to the outside, which in this example loads the left side wheel bearings up. And when you turn to the left, that loads the passenger side wheel bearings.
Why am I telling you this? Well, any experienced technician is going to tell you that they have their own driving techniques. But a lot of us, we toss the car back and forth, left and right. And because we're used to hearing bearing noises, we can sort of tune out all the other noises and we can focus on the noise that we want to hear. Disclaimer, in my 25 years of doing this, I've never been pulled over by the police for doing this. I do it very subtly. I do it very cautiously. I go on a road where there isn't any traffic or any pedestrians. I don't do it in an aggressive manner. You want to go down the road and do this and throw your car back and forth all over the road, A, you may get into an accident, and B, you may get a ticket. You're on your own on that one.
Now we're going to head into the shop and check the car out. So on our test drive, we noticed the predominant amount of noise was coming from behind our heads. So we're assuming that one of the rear bearings are bad. We're going to go ahead and spin and listen. All you could hear is a tiny bit of the brake shoe touching the drum, but other than that you can't hear anything that sounds like a rotating gravelly noise like that. There's nothing to say that there's anything wrong with this wheel. Next step would be to check for play. You grab the wheel at 10 or 12 and 6 o'clock and you pull in and out. And you're feeling for any sort of looseness, any sort of noise at little metal on metal contact. Here, you don't feel anything, the wheel is tight. We make our way over to this side and we first give her a spin and we listen. You can hear that gravelly noise that I was talking about. The severity does not really depend if there's play or not, but if there is play, it definitely needs to be changed right away. In this case, you could hear metal on metal, and you could feel 2 or 3 degrees of deviation as you push in and out. Right, this bearing is shot. So here we have several types of bearings. These ones are obviously used. This one here is a bolt-in style bearing, one that would be feasible to do in your own driveway. You don't need a shop press to put these in. Just 4 bolts and a hell of a lot of elbow grease and you can work one of these out. This right here is a press-in style front bearing. This one you would have to bring it to a shop. Whereas this is a new replacement rear wheel bearing and hub assembly. It's a hub in the sense that the wheel bolts on to this bearing, which is a part of the hub. On the back side we see here this corrugated metal. This is what is called the reluctor ring that actually picks up the speed of the wheel passing by a magnet. This is used for your ABS, stability control, as well as your actual wheel speed. Hopefully during this video, we've given you a few tips on how to keep your ear out and get the feel for a bad wheel bearing. Thank you. Have a great week. Perfect.